Hey, welcome back to CrossTalk podcast. Today we are going to talk about the beautiful season of autumn.
All right.
Hi, I'm Tomoya.
Hi, I'm Andrea. Thanks for joining us today.
It's a nice season, but some people might have been suffer some allergies and
You're looking at me. Yes, I have allergies, so my nose is a little stuffy this week, and it sounds like I have a cold, but I don't have a cold. I'm totally fine.
yes. So it's finally temperature dropped a little bit, and
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's finally. It's a season that we can enjoy outside.
Yeah, it's very comfortable, like temperature-wise.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yes. But on the other hand, some people might catching colds.
Yeah.
And from the less daylight, you might get a little depressed.
I'm okay so far, but yeah, some people suffer depression if they don't have enough daylight or if they don't get enough sunlight. So yeah, that is a factor.
Yes. Also, some people might feel a little tired or sluggish.
Yeah, that's probably true. Maybe that's just from the change in season, I think. Because like the daytime temperature and the nighttime temperatures are very different.
Right.
And so I heard somewhere that like when the temperature difference is more than 10 degrees,
yes.
it makes you feel very tired.
Yes. Yeah. So I think my body is trying to adopt this new season.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the morning it's a little chilly.
Yeah, it's kind of nice though.
Yeah.
Not complaining.
Yes. So how do you feel recently? Do you feel any mental disorders and anything like that?
Me? No, not really. Not yet. Maybe when winter gets going I might, but actually not in Japan, not so much.
There's even something called seasonal affective disorder.
Seasonal
affective disorder.
Okay.
AKA sad.
Oh, that's funny. Sad.
I checked this one if this exists in the real world, and then it does actually.
Okay.
Seasonal affective disorder.
Wow. Okay. No, I don't have that. I don't really have that. I had that sometimes when I lived in America, but not in the autumn, usually in the winter. Because it's very dreary and dark. But like where we are in Japan, we're kind of in central west Japan. It's pretty bright even in the winter. So I don't get SAD.
SAD, right.
I might get sad, but I don't get that sad.
Yeah. So today's episode we're going to talk about just autumn in general.
Okay.
Like how it impacts us physically, mentally, and culturally.
Okay. That sounds pretty deep.
Not really though, because I didn't came up any good idea. Also, there's no good topics, no good news for our audience, I think. So I just picked up this, general topic.
Okay. Well, let's make it interesting.
Trying to... I don't want to talk deeper of this, but the news media are always talking about elections and wars and so many sad news, complicated news.
Yeah.
So I don't want to talk about these.
No, I agree. Like everyone's getting tired of hearing about the different wars and the American election, and
right.
Not only America, other countries have had elections recently. So it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yes. Even the place I live, this season we have to vote for a governor.
Okay. I don't have voting rights, so not me. But you mean we as in we Japanese people, right?
We Japanese people. Not you.
Not me.
We will avoid these kind of news.
Okay.
Because I don't know much about it anyway.
All right. Okay.
All right. Anyway, we're going to start talking about this one first. What's the first things that comes to mind when you think autumn activity?
I would say raking leaves.
Oh, what's that mean?
Well, in America, a lot of people have big yards, and usually people have trees in their yards. And then around this season in America, like it's still early for Japan, but like where I'm from, around mid-October, the leaves start changing colors and dropping off the trees. And so people rake their leaves in their yard and make big piles of leaves. And then like kids or dogs will play in the leaves. Yeah. Sometimes. Also hiking. It's a good season for hiking because it's finally not too hot. And you can go out and enjoy being outdoors. Yeah.
Right.
How about you? What comes to mind? What's the first thing you think of when you think of autumn activity?
Autumn activity, like the first thing came up in my mind is hiking, reading.
Reading? Why reading?
Japanese people are saying something no aki.
Oh, okay.
So this something no aki is simply, it's the perfect timing for something.
Okay.
And then we often replace the first word.
Okay. For example?
For example, sports no aki.
Okay. I have heard that, yes.
And 食欲の秋.
美術の秋?
芸術の秋.
芸術の秋?
Yes.
It seems like I've heard that kind of phrase a lot.
Yes.
And I thought it was just kind of a way to PR your group or, what your business is doing. Okay. You like reading?
No.
This podcast is going off the rails.
I mean, the question is what comes to your mind when you
hear the word autumn activity.
Autumn activity.
Okay, and dokusho no aki, reading.
I didn't say I like reading.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, I assumed that you would like it, but
I mean, I like to do reading, but I just don't have time for that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I love reading. I also don't have time to do it much. I do it sometimes.
Yeah. I would rather do audio novel. I mean,
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Audiobooks.
Yes. And podcast, perhaps.
Okay. Okay. Well, can I tell you guys about American culture?
Yes.
So we usually start school. When I was a child, we started school on September 1st. I think nowadays the school year is a little bit, it's been adjusted. So I hear that most students start back at school in the middle of August now. But when I was a child, we started on September 1st. September is considered autumn because actually autumn starts on September 21st, I think. And so it's like back to school season.
Yes.
And a lot of back to school things have an autumn theme. So like notebooks will have an autumn design or, autumn colors. And people usually go shopping to buy autumn clothing and winter clothing around this season. So it has that kind of appeal, that kind of nostalgia for a lot of people. It's like going back to school. You get to stock up and buy all your school supplies and everything you need, and plus a new wardrobe. Because we start our school year in September, so it's like the new school year in autumn.
Okay. To second semester, right?
Yes, but this is the first semester because we're just starting the school year.
This is the first semester.
This is the first semester because we're starting in autumn. Yeah.
Okay, going back to the something no aki topic.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So if you had to fill in your own something no aki, what would you say and what you want to do for this autumn?
Does it need to be in Japanese? Should it be in Japanese?
No, it doesn't need to be in Japanese.
Oh, what do I want to do this autumn? Ooh, that's a good question. I can't actually do it, but what I want to do is, walking no aki.
Walking no aki. That's a nice one.
But I don't actually have time to go out with my dog on long walks very, very often. But
I know you want to do walking, Because you wanna get in shape.
Yeah, get in shape and spend time with my dog. Make her happy. I like to make my dog happy. I know she likes walking, so I'll do what she likes to do.
Okay.
How about you? What's your nani nani no aki?
Nani nani no aki. Something aki.
Maru maru no aki.
Well, I would say horror no aki.
Ooh.
Spooky autumn.
Ooh.
Since I am soaked up with Western culture, the summer is not horror season anymore.
No,
me.
not in America. Maybe it is in Japan, but yeah.
Yeah, it's too hot anyway.
Too hot, yeah.
Can't think about
anything.
Ghost.
You can't think about anything. It's too hot for anything.
But anyway, so I want to make this autumn horror no aki. There's a newest horror movies, novels coming up. And
really?
Yeah, so
ooh, okay.
I want to try them on.
Okay. I'm not a huge horror fan, but if there's a good movie, maybe. Maybe.
And also games.
Okay, I'm not a gamer, but you can tell me about it later.
Yeah. Did you heard of Alien Romulus? Latest
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw a poster for it somewhere.
Yeah, it's the latest Alien movie.
Yeah, which I saw the original ones back when they came out, and they're pretty scary actually. Yes.
This is the best media for me because it's mixed with horror and galaxy and space
and science fiction.
And science fiction mixed together. It's like a pumpkin spicy latte of the movie world.
What does that mean? The pumpkin spice latte of the movie world?
Pumpkin spicy latte is the most popular drinks from Starbucks for autumn, I guess.
For Americans, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But they're already sold out. They're done.
Oh.
I think they're finished.
In Japan as well?
Because the Japanese don't understand that this is an autumn drink, and they bring it out in the end of summer when it's still hot, and then they only run it for like a week and a half or 2 weeks. So yeah, they finished already, I think.
Yeah, so the best drink for the autumn, and spicy, and it's the best of best.
Okay.
And this Alien is also the best for me.
Okay, are you going to go see it?
Maybe.
Oh, you should. You're pumping it up like it's the best thing ever. And like, maybe.
Because I like to watch movies at home and, with my small tablet.
Okay. You don't want to go out and see it on the big screen?
I'm not really interested in watching movies in cinema anymore.
Really? Why not?
It's much more comfy sitting in my own chair.
Really?
Watching, yes, with my iPad or something.
Well, I like both, but, I also like to get caramel popcorn. That's also autumn flavor is caramel. So
I don't want to pay attention to other people's, behavior.
You don't need to if it's not, unless it's crowded,
That's true. I want to talk this one a little bit.
Okay.
So autumn might be a good season to start something new, like new hobbies. And,
yeah, maybe.
If you wanted to start something new, what would it be?
For me, it would probably be fitness.
Oh, yeah.
But that's not really a new hobby because it's a thing that I have done before, and I just don't have time to do it, and so I give it up. And then I keep coming back and then give it up and come back and give it up and come back. So it's not really a new thing, but new hobby, like completely new. Ooh, maybe some kind of craft or art, like making something artistic.
Yes.
I like doing crafts. I like making things.
You actually can make something, I know.
Or sometimes, like I used to be much better when I was younger, but it's kind of a skill that you lose if you don't keep using it all the time.
Right.
Yeah. How about you? What would you start?
A completely new. Maybe cycling.
Cycling, okay. Cycling's a good one. Yeah, cycling's good.
Cycling.
I could see you doing that.
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah.
But I have a problem, and I think many writers have the same problems.
Okay, what's the problem?
My butt get really painful if I ride a bicycle for longer time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hear people say that.
Yeah. There must be a technique or, a better saddle.
I don't know, actually. I don't know. And I don't know why it has to be so uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Maybe many listener might not know that I had a sports bicycle.
No. We never talked about that. So no, I don't think people know that you do sports cycling.
And I bought this one about more than 10 years ago.
Right. Okay. So you've always had it since before I met you. So that's why it's not so difficult to imagine you cycling. But I've never actually seen you cycle.
Right. I use this one sometimes.
Yeah, just to get around town.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never seen you cycle for hobby.
No. I kind of want to make it my new hobby.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
How about 芸術の秋? Many people say 芸術の秋, and actually in the north of Okayama, there's a art festival will be held.
Well, it's already on, so yeah, it's being held at the moment. I don't know when it ends, though. Maybe next month?
Yes.
But yeah, basically you can travel around to different venues across several cities and towns and see some really nice contemporary art being displayed indoors and outdoors. Yeah, I would like that. I think that's a great idea. I would love to do that. I don't have time to drive around that far, actually. It's a pretty long drive, but it's pretty far away. But yeah, I mean, even Geijutsu no Aki, just going to museums around where you are. Most museums around us are starting to have some new exhibits that might be interesting.
Yes.
So I want to talk about Shokuyoku no Aki because you mentioned that a little while ago. This is kind of the season when different foods start coming into season, right? So, for example, I've seen in Japan sanma fish.
Yes.
That's kind of an autumn food, right?
Yes.
Chestnuts. Chestnut rice, kuri gohan, and kuri flavored things, chestnut flavored things.
Yes.
Pumpkin. We've had a lot of pumpkin recently.
Yes.
Pumpkin things. With in Japan, you get kabocha year round, but in America, it's a very October kind of food. Apples also start being harvested in October, so we eat a lot of apples, and the apples are delicious in Japan. I've been eating apples this week. Cool. Lots of autumn foods. We both both of our countries, both America and Japan, both have different fruits. Actually not different, similar fruits in season, like apples and pears and grapes, things like this that are really, really good. So it's a time when I have to be careful to not overeat, not eat too much.
My favorite autumn food is summer. Every time I saw the summer packs,
Yeah, the price is too high. Yeah, I know.
I haven't seen matsutake at supermarket.
I haven't
these years.
either. Yeah, not yet.
What's happening?
Maybe soon though. Should be coming soon.
I saw the news today. Do you know the country Bhutan?
Yes.
The Bhutan grow mushrooms, matsutake.
Really?
And it's actually really cheap, and then we can get it the half of the price, or
really?
lower price.
Okay, let's try that. I've never tried a matsutake, a real one, actually.
Oh.
It's too expensive. I've never bought them.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of matsutake, but if it's cheap, I would try it more often.
Okay, yeah, I would try it if I could get one from Bhutan and it's reasonable. Bhutan. I would try that. Yeah.
Don't you hesitate when you hear that Bhutan's mushroom? Bhutan's
no, not at all.
Shiitake, not shiitake. What?
Matsutake.
Matsutake.
No, I wouldn't hesitate. It's not a bad country.
No.
They don't damage the environment, or they don't abuse their citizens or anything. I would buy from Bhutan. Yeah, definitely.
If I have chance to get it, I will try.
Okay. If I have a chance to get it, I'll try. We can swap stories.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay. How about for our listeners, what are your guys' favorite autumn foods? There's probably some foods we haven't thought of, actually, that are really good.
All right, that's all for this episode, but don't forget to catch our next one.
All right, this is CrossTalk, signing off, bringing you English your way every week.
Keep listening and keep shining.
Bye.
Bye.